What's up, you guys? Welcome to Deck Talk, first of many episodes. I'm Mia Valentine.
And I'm Carson Gillum, and we are here to talk about everything swim. We are a little biased because we are swimmers here at Ouachita Baptist University. And yeah, we are just here to talk about everything on the deck.
Hey, Deck Talk. But first, to start us off, every freshman's favorite question, name, hometown, and major. So like I said, I'm Mia Valentine from Houston, Texas. Love my H-town, kind of missing it right now. Majoring in strategic communications, minor in kinesiology, and like Carson said, we're on the swim team here at Ouachita Baptist University, and I'm a sprinter, breaststroke or freestyle.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm Carson. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and I am a communications major and an emphasis in digital sports media. And I started swimming in high school, and yeah, I'm a swimmer here at Ouachita Baptist, so.
Yeah, and we're super excited to start this year off, excited freshmen, and our special guest that's joining us here tonight is our new assistant coach, Logan Kennedy.
Hello.
So could you introduce yourself just a little bit, who you are, backstory, where you're from, all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Logan Kennedy, obviously, just moved here I think I hit a month yesterday. So super exciting. Grew up in... You guys wouldn't know where this is, but I grew up in Decatur, Georgia.
Okay.
Jacques
lost.
Geography's not my thing.
Yeah, Jacques might know where that is. He's from Georgia, but yeah. So grew up in Georgia, went to school at Auburn. Just graduated here in May. Graduated with a business administration degree. So obviously, if that tells you anything, doesn't matter what degree you get, you'll end up anywhere. So.
Okay, and our next question though is, what are your thoughts on the team so far?
I love it. It's been fun. Even before I came here, as I applied for the job and everything like that, was talking with Dawson. I spent a lot of time just researching. And one of the cool things was it was a very high energy team. And I think even with this massive freshman class that we've had come in, everybody's very high energy.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes for better or for worse, but
all for better, all for
yeah,
better.
absolutely. Yeah. But it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I'm excited to see how everybody kind of develops as we get into college, because obviously it's a big adjustment. So I mean, I've had a blast so far. It's been a lot. It has been a lot of work. But I mean, it's been a blast so far. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Well, yeah, so just how do you think the team's going to do this year? What are you thinking about that? Any thoughts on how the season's going to go?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, we spent a lot of time, me and Dawson, talk about what our plans are, especially for me coming in new to the team and whatnot. And I know he talked a lot about how excited, especially... Obviously, the men's team coming off a conference win last year. I know everybody's super excited. Trying not to be complacent, and really come in this year and just destroy. I mean, and I'm excited too. It really got me fired up. The rings came in from last year to give out at the senior meet, and that got me excited. I wanted one too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, a little throwback to what we were saying about the freshmen before, because we have to have played a favorite part in your time here so far. But what has been your favorite moment so far?
I would say probably meeting everybody. I think easily, because I was really intimidated to begin with, especially as being a 24-year-old. I was I don't know why in my head I was going to come in and everybody was going to be very very scary. I mean, Sam's over here, he's 21, I guess, and so, in my head, I'm that's 3 years apart. That's weird to look at him and think, oh, yeah, I'm coaching you now. That was really intimidating, but then I met everybody, and I was oh, yeah, you guys are just, older 18-year-olds.
So do you have a favorite swimmer?
Ooh, that's a tough question. For my sake, I'm going to say no.
So he definitely has a favorite
definitely has a favorite swimmer.
No, everybody equally. So.
That's great. Awesome. Well, yeah, so just a little bit a background about you, how, about swimming. What's your background in swimming?
Where is Logan
how'd you end up here?
From?
So I swam, I think I started swimming in 5th grade, and I swam all the way up through high school. When I got to the point where I was about to graduate and I had to make that decision if I wanted to continue swimming or not, I really wanted to go to Auburn. That was a dream of mine growing up. And so
why Auburn?
So my parents went there. It's kind of a legacy thing, I guess, if you want to call it that. I say legacy, it was just my parents. But it was like, we always traveled there. I have family in the area, so it was like a really cool place for me that like we would visit a lot. And so I was really, really excited to like have that opportunity to go there. But yeah, so I kind of had to make that decision, and to be totally honest, I was a pretty average swimmer. So I was not Auburn fast. Auburn obviously has a really, really good swim team.
Relatable.
So I had to make that decision, like whether or not I was gonna continue swimming or not, and so I chose to pursue school. And that was a battle in and of itself, but it was, so that's what I quit swimming. When I got into college, I did triathlons for a while. I think every ex-swimmer goes through a triathlon phase at some point. I'm sure Sam will here soon. But it's so like I kept swimming for a couple years, wanted to do an Ironman. That didn't quite pan out, but and then as I approached like the end of my college career, as I was like working and whatnot, I really, really wanted to get back into coaching. And so I got in contact with a team in the area and coached with them for a while, and then somehow or another I managed to get a job here. So,
well, I guess to go back to your like swimming times when you were the swimmer and now you're coaching, what is something where like your coach used to say and it would annoy you? Do you ever see yourself doing those things?
I try not to. My the last coach I had, to be as nice as I possibly can, he was kind of a butthead. I don't know if we can include that. But he was not a nice guy.
Lots of words.
Yes, not a nice guy. So not a very encouraging person, so I really try to avoid that. But I will say it's a lot easier to get annoyed with you guys standing on the pool deck. So
fair enough.
And not in a sense of, oh, you guys are doing anything you're not supposed to, but sometimes like I have expectations. And, like, if it's not especially if I write a set or something, like, in my head, there's things that I want to do, and when they don't quite pan out the way that I want to, or maybe Dawson has something else in mind, like, that kind of, like, I find myself, like, oh, okay, I see why my coach used to get annoyed, you know? But other than that, though, I really try to, like, not be rude.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody feels that way so far.
No, I definitely think it's easy to be like, coach, bro.
Yeah. But it's all in fun. It's never like at least so far nobody's been like outright rude.
No, it's everyone's pretty chill.
Yeah.
We have a good team, so I think everybody on this team is pretty respectful.
Absolutely.
What would be your like favorite memory as a swimmer, though?
As a swimmer?
All the way back those years ago.
And of course, I'm bringing up Auburn again, but like we used to take training trips to Auburn, like my club team did. So like we would do like a week in Auburn, and that was always like a blast. I loved that. I always loved getting to travel. Like we traveled like Tennessee, and like swim at like UT. I know that's kind of controversial to call Tennessee UT, but like
I was going to say I don't think he means Texas.
Yeah, well, okay, people have different opinions on it, but
we all know which one's better.
Yeah.
Everything is better in Texas, you guys.
Is it though? Is that why I've never been?
Oh.
No, I love the traveling. I think that was my favorite part, getting to see different pools, different areas and whatnot. And then just like the friends. That was like a huge part of it for me because again, an average swimmer. So like I wasn't going to junior nationals, like stuff like that. So like it was, you know, I enjoyed the traveling part.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I think Coach Logan's pretty cool, but like we mentioned about the swim meet, this Saturday, gold versus purple, pull up, but only wear purple.
Only wear purple. Only wear purple! She slipped up, bro. Only wear purple. Oh, Purple's gonna win. Big time.
But yes, 9 o'clock pull up to the Nat at the Spec. But to keep going, our next guest is...
Sam.
Thank you for having me.
What's going on, bro? What's up? Just, tell us a little bit about you.
My name's Samuel Ragsdell. I am a senior at Ouachita Baptist. I am a major in business administration. I come from the beautiful, a little bit swank sometimes, Columbia, Missouri, and I'm just trying to swim fast and have fun. That's where I'm at in life right now. So,
when you say fun, what kind of fun?
So I dabble, but mainly I'm a musician. So that's kind of been my passion for the past 7 years. Really been working on that. If you go to my Instagram, Samuel Ragsdell, I try to post every day. That's consumes a lot of my time. Play a little bit of Fortnite here and then.
Oh yeah.
Back to the Fortnite.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
I mean, other than that, man, that's about all I do. I swim and do schoolwork.
So like you said, Sam's basically famous on Spotify, you guys. So
Basically.
definitely go give him a listen. But what's your event? What do you swim? Give us a little bit of swim info on you.
So my conference lineup is the 200 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 50 freestyle, and the 100 backstroke. I would say my best event is between the 50 free and the 100 free. It depends on the day, but sprint freestyle, that's my specialty for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. So how'd you get into swim? What got you into swim?
Well, so I come from a family of swimmers, pretty much. So my dad and his two brothers, they learned to swim when they were young so that they wouldn't drown while they were fishing. And then my dad and my uncle became really good at swimming. My dad swam at Mizzou, broke a lot of records at our high school. It's really cool, actually. Besides college, me and my dad went to the same high school, and my older brother broke his record in the 50, and then I tied my brother's record in the 50. But
Wow.
Getting off track a little bit. But yeah, I come from a family of swimmers. I've been swimming ever since I can remember, man. Fun fact, my middle name is Kai because I was born in Hawaii. It's a Hawaiian word. It means ocean.
Oh,
So
wow.
I guess in a weird way, it's kind of interesting because swimming's shaped my whole life, you know? So
Yeah.
I guess it's almost like some fate type thing, you know?
I feel like we should take a couple steps back. How did we get from Hawaii
Yeah.
to Missouri?
So, you
No
know,
hate, but like
we moved around a lot, you know? So my dad was in the military, so I was in Hawaii for a beautiful 9 months, first 9 months of my life. Don't remember much I don't remember anything. But from there, we went to Virginia, lived in Stafford, Virginia for a while, and then the beginning of my third grade year, we moved to Missouri, and we've been there ever since.
Would you say Arkadelphia has anything on Missouri or no?
You know, people hate on this town too much, in my opinion. I really like the quaintness of it and the quietness of the town. Especially, man, people in Columbia, when you go up north, I feel like they're so insincere. No one says please, no one says thank you, but everyone here is very nice, very generous.
Yeah.
Which is something I appreciate. I love being close to the water, being next to the lake. So I would say it has that on Columbia, and just the sincerity of people, I would say as well.
Yeah. Well, what brought you to OBU? Why'd you decide to come swim here?
And that's another good story. So both my older brothers went here. My older brother Joe, my older brother Jake. And so my dad saw that their experience here was good. So he was really pushing for me to come here. So I came on my visit. And side note, there's some weird rule, I suppose, if your brother is on the team and you're done with high school season, you can swim with the team. So on my recruiting trip, I did 2 practices and lifted weights with the team.
Wow.
So that's a little different. But I
He
stayed.
was ahead of the game
Yeah.
before we started the game.
It was brutal, too. We did a bunch of hundreds fast, I remember. And when you're on your recruiting trip, you got to show out, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm in there, and I'm going, like, a best time on the 100 backstroke just right off rip. And then I went out and went to the bathroom, obviously, right after that. But I really, if I'm being completely honest with you, I did not enjoy my recruiting trip. After my recruiting trip, I was like, you know, it's funny how life works, man. I was like, you know, out of all the places I've gone, I do not want to go here. Like, this is the bottom of my list. And the decision was just weighing on me heavier and heavier. And my dad eventually was like, look, son, I mean, you got to make a choice. So let's just go to Ouachita. Just stay there for a semester. If you don't like it, we'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
And I came here, and it kind of shows, you know, you make plans and then you hear God laughing. That's the saying, right? But I came here. I mean, I loved every minute of it. I think that those first couple weeks of freshman year were some of the best of my life, honestly. I made a bunch of new friends, and that's kind of my story with Ouachita. So.
Do you feel like, based off the way your recruitment trip went, it like changes the way you want other people's recruitment trip to go?
100%. Because I think it's everything matters on a recruiting trip. Who you meet, talking with the coaches, and just like the sets you see, everything matters. So I always try to do something fun for the recruits. Like when my buddy Jack came here his freshman year, I was a sophomore. We went ghost hunting with him. Like something, you gotta do something to stand out.
Do we believe in ghosts, you guys?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Break us down about how that was.
You know, I got some ghost stories that might make your toes curl, but
Stories for another day. I'm trying to go to sleep
I don't know.
tonight, you
I don't know
guys.
if we need those right now. So
I feel like, honestly, I love how the swim team at Ouachita has the freshmen the freshmen host the recruits, because I feel like if it weren't for the freshmen that I stayed with, I probably wouldn't have made the, like, desired choice or what not to choose to come to OBU. I definitely was, like, same boat. Like, I was like, I do not want to be here. I'm from Houston, Texas, and this is, like, a 7-mile city. This is nothing. But having those conversations with those people, getting close with those people, talking about God with those people, like, those are, like, the real choices to make, you know?
100%. And I think the faith base definitely helps a lot. I mean, a lot of people dog on chapel, and I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect, that I don't, doze off occasionally, but having chapel, having refuge, noonday, and church, like, there's more than enough supplementation of Christ at the school, which I really appreciate. Especially because, like, one thing, as I get older, you start to just see people and you never know what they're going through. And that's another thing I appreciate so much is anytime I've ever had anything going on in life, the people at this school have been so kind to me and they've just supported me the whole way through.
Yeah, I think that, awesome. Ouachita is so unexpectedly great.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. The people come here, like, a lot of people come here for the Baptist part of the school, and it's just great to be around so many Christians.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
So, also, another fun fact about Sam, you guys. Sam is actually the men's team captain. So, tell us a little bit about that. What got you going for that?
Some days you wonder if it's more of a blessing or if it's more of a burden. But
definitely with this year.
I ran my junior year, and I didn't quite get the vote. So, but, I mean, in a way, it's God's timing, I think you get these gifts and blessings when you're ready for them. And I think there's a lot of reasons I didn't get it my junior year, and honestly shouldn't have gotten it my junior year. But I was lucky enough to run this year and get elected, and I really view that as a privilege. As this year, I'm captains with James Savarese, Ethan Sparks, Anna Phelps, Abigail McMahon, and Jameson Tankersley, and I love all those people to death. They're some of the people who I came in with freshman year and were closest to. So that's one thing I really am happy about, is that the group of us 6 is very strong. But I mean, it's a privilege, man. I mean, even when you're dealing with drama, you're dealing with these things you don't want to do. One of my least favorite things is policing the group me. But you just got to remind yourself, it's a privilege to be able to do that and be able to lead the team.
Yeah,
sure.
And I think y'all have done a really good job. Just as coming from a freshman, I feel like, at least for the girls, like, I've felt very embraced and
I totally agree. Yeah, it whenever we had that team meeting and everybody stepped to the front, I was like, dude, these are the first guys I've met that have came up and been like, what's up? And these are the guys I would love to be team captain. So
and shout out to my freshman girls. We're awesome, super tight.
So many of
freshman
you,
guys.
So many freshmen this year. It's crazy.
Power
it's
13.
Yeah, it's insane. So how do you think this year's gonna go for Ouachita swimming? For us as a team, how do you think
Honest
we'll do?
answers only.
Yeah.
It feels about the same as it did last year, A little bit of pressure, a little bit of stress. But that's how we felt last year, It's you got to live up to the expectations, and I mean, we really, on the men's side especially, it's hard to top what we did last year, but that's always the goal, I think all the guys, we've been talking about this since freshman year. The goal was always to win as many championships as possible and get up there at nationals. And we've been lucky enough to have a great group of swimmers, guys and girls, who are extremely committed to the sport and push each other constantly. That's one thing that's always great to see when you're in the pool, is the guys and girls are always pushing each other. It's not just one individual, it's a whole team. And that's something I was never used to in high school. In high school, our relays was always a couple Ragsdells and my buddy Jack. We never had that depth that we do here. So for me, winning conference was, something. It was extremely emotional and just something, because I'd never won anything as a team. So our goal is to repeat that again and bring the energy just as much, if not more, than we did last year.
So are we planning on another ring this year?
You know, plans, yeah. I mean, I don't really. You work for something and you hope. You know, that's kind of how I like to do it. But the plan is, you know, you work so hard that it's inevitable you get another ring. You know, so I think that's kind of where we're at as a team, and that's the hope, and we're going to keep working at it every day.
Awesome. Yeah. So, what team do you think is going to win on Saturday?
Please say gold because I messed up by saying purple earlier.
You know, I could say a couple insider scoop things that I won't, but if I'm being completely honest, I think it's going to be close.
I think he thinks it's going to be gold. He just can't say that.
I don't know. I mean, we have more depth. You guys have more breaststrokers. We have more divers. So it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be a fight the whole way through. But one thing Coach Bostic used to always say is purple and white's just a meet to test the pads out, you know? So really what I'm looking forward to is just seeing everyone have a good time and just be able to swim their first meet in college. You know, that's what's more exciting for me than dividing the team up and seeing who's going to win. Like, obviously that's fun and the competition side of it, but you guys haven't even got to experience a college meet, and your first college meet is something you'll never forget. I mean, the cheering, just everything about it. It gets me excited just talking about it.
Do you have any personal goals for this meet?
Yeah. I mean, I would, if I'm being completely honest, I'd love to just win everything we're in, you know? It's across the board, not even with myself. Hopefully our lineup's okay. That was a little bit of stress for the captains because we had to create the lineup, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm just excited to see how everyone swims. So personal goals, like, yeah, I mean, I want to win, but if I don't, it's okay. It's the first meet, you know? So this is the one meet where you have that leeway.
Yeah.
For sure.
And just to wrap us up, what is something the audience should know about Sam?
Something the audience should know about me. You know, a lot of people, they say when they see me, I'm extremely intimidating. I think it's because I got a little bit of a stoic manner and face. I don't smile a whole lot, I got to be honest with you. But, yeah, come talk to me, man. I'm not that intimidating. I like to think I'm a nice guy. So I would say that's something that they should know about me.
Awesome. Well, sweet.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast
today. Thank you for having me, yeah.
For sure. It was a blast.
So that was it for first episode of Deck Talk. We are so excited genuinely for this year. And honestly, as long as we can do this, we're just excited just to talk about swimming and bring in Ouachita, and y'all can meet some of the people on the team and special guests that have yet to be disclosed. But we are just really, really excited. And like you said, Coach Logan's hyped, Sam's hyped. I'm obviously very hyped. But please wear gold, don't wear purple, and pull up Saturday to our gold versus purple meet. And Carson, what about you, bro?
Yeah, for sure. Like Mia said, let's just take this and run with it. I'm super excited to see the future in this podcast. And, there's going to be a whole lot more episodes coming out, probably, hopefully weekly. And we're going to be consistent on this and just, really show y'all what Ouachita swimming's about.
Yeah, and I think also, walk with us, you guys. We're beginners too, so just go with the flow. We're just trying to have fun and give y'all something to listen to.
For sure.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week.
Yep. It was awesome.